What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So we are going to get into a little discussion here about the new pity system. So we're just going to go ahead and read through all of the information. This is the exact same verbatim thing as the in-game notice about it. So we're just going to skim through here, take a look at all of the information first, make sure we got all of our facts straight, and then we're going to go into some more opinionated stuff afterward, because I know there's been a huge uproar in the community over the past 24 hours, and I think people need to settle down a little bit. So let's get to talking. All right. So during the worldwide celebration, obviously we've got new Dokkan Festival coins. Two different kinds, one that is available on the Dokkan Fest side of the banners, and then one that's available on the Carnival side. So yeah, they're just obtained respectively. Okay, if you collect 500 of these coins, then you will be able to exchange them for, the brand new headlining unit in the treasure section of the shop. So aside from the yellow coin banners that they've recently added a pity format to, this is officially the first time that we're getting true pity, right? And the first time that they've ever done it with any type of Dokkan Fest release before. Okay, so regarding the worldwide celebration coins, let's see. If you get, so you get one for every 5 Dragon Stones consumed. It's the same collection rate as the regular coins, right? So every multi that you do, you're gonna get 10 coins. Which means in order to earn 500, you need to spend 2,500 stones. So that is the golden number of what people are looking at, and why the large majority of the community is upset, because in order to get the pity, essentially, you need to spend 2,500 stones. So that is, obviously quite a bit to be expected to spend on one banner, or at least in one celebration for a lot of people. Okay. So this is just going into specifics. Do a single, get 5. Do a multi with 50 stones, get 10. Yeah. No Dokkan Festival coins can be obtained performing a summon that does not require new Dragon Stones. Yeah. So if you do a ticket summon, or if you do a free multi at the end of your buy 3, get 1 free, those aren't going to give you coins, obviously. Okay. So this is a very, very important part for us to highlight here. Okay. They are transferable for each other. The red coin for the Dokkan Fest banner can be exchanged 1-to-1 in the shop toward a Carnival coin, and vice versa. That is a huge thing to note about this system, simply because throughout the entirety of the celebration, we're going to have 2 Dokkan Fest banners and 2 Carnival banners, right? And that means that there's going to be 4 banners that you're available to summon on. You're going to be accumulating these coins through the entirety of your summons on all 4 banners. And then your grand total can all be pooled onto 1 coin if you want to purchase 1 unit. Obviously, it's 4 banners, but 2 types of coins. So you could just merge them together, and if there's a Carnival unit you want more, transfer your Dokkan Fest ones into the Carnival, or vice versa, right? And I hear you. That means you still have to spend 2,500 stones throughout the celebration. We'll go a little deeper about that. I'm just saying, for now, that is what that means. That they can be combined into 1, so for the entirety of a celebration, you would only need to spend 2,500 stones. Now, I think some people are getting ahead of themselves, because they are talking about, what about the celebrations where there's only 1 banner, like some random filler celebration? I don't think they're going to do pity for those yet. That's what I'm thinking people are getting ahead of themselves about. They've only just released the system. I'm assuming this is only going to be available for major celebrations, really just worldwide and anniversary. I don't think there's any other, maybe they'll do something like this for Tanabata, maybe. I don't even see Golden Week getting something like this, to be honest, because there's no part 2 banners. I feel like in order for it to be considered a large enough celebration to warrant this, it's gonna need the Dokkan X Carnival thing, be big enough for that type of thing, which is literally just worldwide and anniversary. With that point being put in place, it is worthwhile to note that 2,500 stones is not completely unreasonable to be expected to save up for specifically the anniversary and worldwide celebration. These celebrations are massive. They're the biggest ones of the year. So yeah, I don't know. It's like you should be saving a lot of stones for these celebrations anyway. And then even if at the start of the celebration you don't have 2,500 stones, well, guess what? They're gonna give out about 1,000 during the celebration as well. So, like, as long as you enter the celebration with 1,500 stones, then you're pretty much guaranteed pity by the end of the celebration to at least pick up one copy of the units for free. And on top of that, you're going to get to, you know, you're gonna still get 2,500 stones worth of characters from summons. Like, you would have to get extremely unlucky to spend 2,500 stones through 4, like, top-tier featured banners and just not pull anything. Like, poo-poo in the comments about it if you want. I will link you my Got Shafted Let's Talk About It video from a couple years ago. But it is just... it's so rare to get shafted that hard, right? That you're, like... it's just beyond saving, and you feel like, oh, I just blew 2,500 stones, didn't get absolutely anything, and I just get this one free unit out of it, right? So chances are, along the way, you're going to be pulling a lot of other stuff that is good for you as well. Especially if you do the smart strategy of not summoning on the smaller filler Dokkan Fest throughout the year and saving your stones for these larger celebrations, right? It's just always been a better formula for buffing your account anyway. That's just been the best bang for your buck. That's the smartest way to do it. And if you're doing that, then it follows right along with this pity system in a good way. So really quick, let's just make sure there's no other notes down here. There is still some more stuff they're saying about it, but I believe this is just like the fine print. There's 1 or 2 important things that I do want to skim through here for, though. So let's see. Okay. Oh, it's just telling you that at the end of the celebration period, they can be converted. Well, you can actually convert them right now if you want to, but because they are like the special ones, you can convert them into the normal ones immediately, right? So that is good to know. Coins, yeah, okay, it's carnival coins. Okay, and then also, it's important to note that you can still exchange them for, exchange your characters for more of these coins as well, right? So that's another point that hasn't really been made yet in this video, but yeah, so, you know, obviously the same way that you can exchange, like, a character, an SSR that you already have rainbowed for, you know, 3 red coins, or whatever other color coins you're summoning for, you can also do that for these. So that brings down that number even more, where you're expected to start the celebration with 1,500 stones. Maybe now it's more like 1,200 stones or something, because you're able to get, you know, an extra... maybe 1,200's a little bit exaggerating based on, like, the number, because you're only getting 3 coins per unit, so you would need 10 units to equal 30 coins, which is only 3 summons, and that's 150 stones. So 10 units is about 150 stones worth, or it's exactly 150 stones worth of coins. So yeah, that's you know, it does definitely, it's something to consider, right? That it lowers the amount. And this is another thing that I've kind of heard people complaining about, is that, you know, that, like, they're like, oh, well, they expect us to have all these units rainbowed and stuff. And it's like, there are so many SSRs that just show up all the time on these banners. And if you're just smart and keep those units in your box, and you do your orb dungeons every day, like, the orb dungeons, I have not missed an orb dungeon in, like, over 1,000 days at this point. And that's how I've accumulated so many, you know, hidden potential orbs, so I can just freely rainbow all of these units, right? I basically have the top copy of every unit in the game rainbowed, minus, like, newer Dokkan Fest that I haven't yet pulled enough copies of. But everything else is, like, fully invested. And so, yeah, it's easy to just throw these away for coins. But I don't know, like, if you're not there yet, then, well, that means that you probably have a new enough account that there's lots of stuff that you're going to be benefiting from when you pull on these banners, and targeting the main headlining unit alone is not necessarily the thing you need in order to buff your account. You're likely still going to be getting a lot of other stuff along the way, even if you can't afford the pity to get the brand new unit. It's not really built for you. It's built for players who are more well-seasoned and have a lot more time invested in the game. So their account is a lot more complete, which means the value that they're getting out of the banner only really comes from getting the newer units, which means that their likelihood of spending more money goes up, and then the pity appeals to them. Like, it's, I don't know, it's just, I feel like they played this properly, right? They definitely played this pity properly. There's another point that I want to make, and that is that the pity itself, actually, hold on, before I go on that tangent, let me just finish getting through this really quick. Okay, so, cannot be exchanged for carnival coins. Okay, yeah, they keep repeating themselves about, we get it, they're two separate coins. One's a carnival coin, one's a Dokkan Fest coin. Got it, thank you very much. Holy moly. Okay, so, yeah, there you go. So, it's after 10/17 is the last day that you'll be able to redeem these, and then they will be automatically converted. So you don't have to worry about, like, losing the coins. They'll be automatically converted the other way. Okay, characters who are available for exchange. 500. Yes, perfect. Okay, and then it's just listing the characters that are available. So right now, we just have the two new Dokkan Fest headliners, but like I said earlier, the Part 2 LRs should just add on to the list, and then there will be 2 characters to pick from in each of those shops. Okay. Yeah, so obviously here. Okay, so as an SR is recruited from the specified. Yeah. Here we go. This is addressing what we were just talking about. That you can, if you fully have their hidden potential, activated, then you can sell them for coins. Yeah, so that is perfect. Okay. Yeah, that is everything. Awesome. Okay. So, there was another point. One final point that I wanted to make. I guess we're done with the wiki here, so we can just go switch to in-game. I'm just link leveling here. You guys can enjoy some link level while we finish up the rant here. I'm kind of almost done. I don't think I have too many more points here. But the one thing I was going to bring up, this is an important point that I haven't heard many other people making in the community. This is something The Truth has talked about quite a bit over time, is that looking at pity as a business tactic rather than like a reward for the community. So when you're looking at it from like Bandai Namco's side of things, pity is bad, because obviously they're just giving us stuff for free where previously they didn't have to, right? And they would just get more money out of us because they're going to, right? Like that makes sense, right? Like that pity is definitely bad for them while it's good for us. I can admit and acknowledge that 2,500 stones is not easy to come by. And that not nearly every player, like in fact, most players are not going to be able to take advantage of the pity in its current state with the 2,500 stone limit. Because granted, you're going to have to be well-tuned enough to the game to know all of those little tips and tricks that we just talked about. They're going to help reduce the cost for you and stuff. So I feel like it's just a lot of players may not end up getting there. And that's totally fair. That's like a valid point. But they don't need to do it because the game is doing very well. If they were to lower the amount of pity and say like, oh, here you go, 1,000 stones and there you go, like, here's your free, your free copy of the brand new character, and you only ever have to go 1,000 stones on the banner. Based on the amount of free-to-play stones they give out every year, that would be like 4 or 5 pities probably that you just get for free. And if you saved that for like say two of the anniversary headliners and 2 of the Dokkan Fest headliners, or worldwide Dokkan Fest headliners, then like you're chilling, right? Like, and you just get those for free on top of everything else you get while you pull. Like, it just seems like a lot. And I feel like Dokkan is only ever going to do that once the game is dying. And that's the real point that I'm trying to make here, is that all I am taking away from this pity, while everyone else is upset about it, is that it means the game is surviving. The fact that they're being stingy with it, the fact that they don't feel like they need to give us too much and make it this, really, really appealing system to draw people into summoning on the game, means that they're doing well. Means that we have a long life ahead of us with Dokkan. If they had released the pity during this anniversary, and or well, not anniversary, but worldwide celebration, like this year, and it was like 1,000 stones or less, I would be frightened at the existence of the game for another couple of years, because that is the kind of thing that they're going to do when the game is on its way out. So just be happy that it means Dokkan's doing well. So yeah, I think that that's pretty much the only point that I have. If there is anything enraging you about this pity system, or anything you love about it, please feel free to share that with me in the comments below. I want to know, what you guys' thoughts are on the matter, or if I've said anything that has resonated with you. Feel free to, give some applause. And then, yeah, if I get enough comments or people have enough issues with maybe some of the things that I've pointed out, or some of my opinions on the matter, then maybe I could make a follow-up video, just depending on the community response. But yeah, I did want to address it for sure. I feel like it's a needed to talk about kind of topic, and then that way you guys know where I'm sitting with it, so that if it continues to persist and be the same, you guys know what kind of energy to expect from me on the channel regarding the pity system, because I definitely don't have an issue with it. I think it's going to be a very long time before I even get the opportunity to take advantage of the pity system. I feel like for the most part, we're going to see like a lot of the big whales that are rainbowing units anyway, just pick up their 5th and final copy in the pity because they've already summoned so much to get the other 4. That's likely the way it's going to be used most often, but yeah, it will be interesting to see if I can maybe get there at some point. I can't remember the last time I had 2,500 stones in my box though, so we will see. But all right, thank you guys so much for listening to me rant. Like I said before, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is going to do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.